Hello, good morning students. Today we are going to start up with the part 2 chapter 3 company final accounts. Okay, mark allocation of this chapter is 11. 11 marks essay type question is asked from this particular chapter. Syllabus, no deduction in syllabus is there, 100% syllabus is there. So let us start up with it and have some first theoretical idea about it. Okay. Chapter 3 company final accounts. In this chapter what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss about company's final account. See, we know very well after industrial revolution the form of business which is famous is company form of organization. Up till now you have covered the final accounts of sole proprietorship, even how to prepare final accounts of partnership firm. That is clear. In this part, we are going to understand how to prepare final accounts of company form of organization. Okay, let us get some basic ideas about it. What is included in this chapter? If we see to the inclusion here in this chapter, particularly, two basic things we are going to learn. What we are going to learn? Two basic things. What includes these basic things? You must understand. We will understand how to prepare balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet as per Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013, which is to be compulsory followed. Right? In addition to balance sheet, we will understand how to prepare statement of PL. Okay, these two things we are going to discuss. These two actually comprise the final accounts of company. So ये दोनों चीजों के बारे में हम डिटेल में इस particular chapter में knowledge लेंगे. Now, what is certain very basic important theories to understand? These both we are going to understand as per Companies Act 2013. Okay, not only this much, part 1 of Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013 gives that the balance sheet as well as it gives you the PL account. But one more thing you need to understand here, only vertical form of it is accepted. Which form is accepted? Vertical. Once again, here company final accounts are to be prepared in which form? Vertical form. Balance sheet also in vertical form. PL also in vertical form. Okay. So, for this purpose, your textbook has given very nice format is given, very presentable. So you must refer page number 126 of your textbook for the format of balance sheet, and for details of balance sheet you can go further, that is page number 127 to 131 for details of the items of balance sheet. Okay, now same manner for PL you have to refer page number 31, 131 and 132 of your textbook, and details of this, what is included in all that is available on 132, 33 in continuation. This was just for your information. Okay, this was for your information from where you will get basic thing you need to understand that only vertical form it is accepted. So let us understand certain more things about this particular chapter. Let us see what it includes. Okay, so basically I want to say that as per section 240 of Companies Act, let us have it more nicely and clearly within our frame. That is that as per section 240 of Companies Act 2013, financial statements actually includes what? Normally, if you are asked what are financial statements of a company, you say PL and balance sheet, right? Statement of profit and loss account and balance sheet. But then what are other also? Let us see here. In all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. Balance sheet which is prepared at the end of the year. We know PL account if the profit making firm is there. But if it is NTC are there? 11th standard ka? Non-trading concerns or the concerns which doesn't have the main aim of earning profit, for them income expenditure account in place of statement of PL. Then cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity. If it is applicable, there are changes in the equity share capital, then that statement is also to be presented. Even notes which are relating to the changes are to be presented. In all, financial statements includes all of them. Okay? I mean to say they include all. What is it? Balance sheet. And after balance sheet, PL or income expenditure account as the case may be. Cash flow statement. Then statement which shows the changes in equity if applicable. Then even notes relating to the changes to the changes done in the accounts. Okay. Now, in addition to this, you need to have the knowledge of the characteristics of it also. What are the characteristics of financial statements? Even certain more very core things we will understand before going to have anything. See, I want to even tell you one thing, very other basic thing, that as per section 241, section 2 bracket 41 of Companies Act 2013, after every 12 months the books are to be closed, but normally year of this 12 months ends every 31st March. I mean to say, even if the business starts on 1st January, say for, but the financial year ends on 31st March. So that you have to keep in mind that every year the books of accounts are normally closed at the end of the financial year, and that financial year runs from 1st April to 31st March. It ends on 31st March. So by 31st March, these balance sheet is to be prepared. Okay. Now, in addition to this, as I told you, we will go and look forward for some characteristics, even the objectives, why we prepare it. Okay. Now, before going for this, I would even like to brief with you some more thing. Like why we are so stressing upon these things. Why PL balance sheet we are stressing upon. So, let me tell you, it is compulsory for every company to prepare profit and loss on balance sheet as per Companies Act 2013. वर्टिकल फॉर्म में कंपनी एक्ट के हिसाब से पीएल और बैलेंस शीट बनाना कंपल्सरी है. ओके, नॉट ओनली दिस मच, बैलेंस शीट इज प्रिपेयर्ड एट द पर्टिकुलर डेट. ओके, दैट्स व्हाई वी राइट व्हाट इन द हेडिंग ऑफ बैलेंस शीट, एज एट. आपको याद है वो बता. एंड पीएल इज ऑलवेज प्रिपेयर्ड एट द एंड ऑफ द अकाउंटिंग पीरियड. So we write year ending. I want to show you this for more clarification. Normally we write balance sheet as at so and so. It is what? It is always year ending. That's why as at so and so date. Right? But PL statement for profit and loss is for the year ended so and so. So this knowledge for practical base you need to have very nicely. So we were having a point of that it is compulsory to prepare balance sheet at a particular date or year ending, and it is heading is given as balance sheet as at, and PL is prepared for the accounting period year ending. So in heading we write statement of profit and loss year ending or for the year ended. Right? Now on top of it, this will be clarified by the objectives and characteristics of financial statement. But here also you need to understand that balance sheet shows what? Financial position. Balance sheet shows what? Financial position, while profit and loss account shows the financial performance. Okay? It shows the financial performance. पीएल में आपको पता चलता है प्रॉफिट है कि लॉस है, तो फाइनेंस का परफॉर्मेंस दिखाता है बिजनेस का. बट बैलेंस शीट ऑलवेज शोज द फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन. दिस इज अगेन टू बी नोन टू यू एज अ थियरी, पार्ट ऑफ थियरी, इवन एज अ नॉलेज. बेसिक नॉलेज आपको आना चाहिए. सो लेट इज गो टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. वी विल गो टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक विच इज कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. आई नो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस वेरी नाइसली. कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स. वैसे तो पीएल बैलेंस शीट से नॉर्मली वी आर वेल वर्स्ड, भले कंपनी फॉर्म में नहीं, बट अदर वे वी आर well versed or we are connected to it. So let us see what are the characteristics of financial statements. First, financial statements are called historical statement as they are related to past period. जो year हो गया ना उससे related information होती है, इसलिए इसको क्या बोलते हैं? First and foremost characteristics, historical statement. Next, figures are stated in the financial statement, so they are expressed in terms of money is the next characteristics. पीएल और बैलेंस शीट में दिखाते क्या है? जो भी चीज होती है उसको फाइनेंस में बताते हैं, राइट? They relate to the past records, so historical statement it is expressed, all the things are expressed in terms of money. Next, financial statements are based on recorded facts and they are not having any significant facts which are not recorded in books. Like they are saying कि self generated goodwill है वो books में दिखाई जाती है और no cost may have been incurred on it. So in this it is again statements are recorded on, they are based on recorded facts. Okay, financial statement, this is the characteristics of it, is based on the recorded facts. Next, continue करेंगे इसी topic को. Let us see what moves on. Profit and loss account show of for a given period and thus gives idea about the financial performance. So next characteristics, financial performance of the company is reflected. Same manner, balance sheet shows what? Position of equity, liability, we have discussed right now. So it gives idea about the financial position. वो परफॉर्मेंस बताता है, पोजीशन भी बताता है. That was the point we have even discussed earlier. Next, keep on. Let us move on. Financial statements are prepared based generally on the accounting principles. जो accounting principles है ना, so they are based on generally accepted principles. कौन से हैं? 3 magical principles हैं, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. These all basic principles पे ही पूरा accounts चलता है. That is true. Then preparation of financial sometimes involves personal judgment in some. So it involves personal judgment in some items. Okay, that also we know. जो person बना रहा होता है accounts, उसके पास कुछ alternatives होते हैं. Like for depreciation. Okay, depreciation में method he can use whatever he want. Sometimes he is allowed SLM यूज कर रहा है, कभी RBM यूज कर रहा है. तो ये पर्सनल बिलीफ, पर्सनल जजमेंट के बेस में. इवन इन द केस ऑफ इन्वेंट्री, स्टॉक में कितने सारे मेथड्स होते हैं वैल्यूएशन के. लीफो, लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट. फीफो, फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट. WAP, there are so many. weighted average pricing. So in this it is based on the personal judgment in some items. Even how much percentage of provisions are to be maintained, these all are on the personal judgment of a person. So that way I mean to say it involves also personal judgment. So these are fixed 7 some characteristics we have understood. Let us revise them. Financial statements are called historical statements. Past wala hai. Next, it is expressed in terms of money based on recorded facts. It shows financial performance by PL. It shows financial position through balance sheet. It generally is based on the principles. It involves personal judgment in some items. These are the characteristics you need to know. Okay. Then one more point we need to know theoretically. That is, what are the objectives of preparing it? Very simple it is. बहुत simple सा है, but हम देख लेंगे. To know about true and fair financial performance of the, we need to know about the true and fair view of financial performance of the company. Even to know the true and fair financial position, means performance and position दोनों. Even to comply with the legal requirements of the company. Even to communicate financial information to the company, to the various interested parties. When a company होती है, that is not a daydream or a, company. So many people, outsiders are attached to it. Not only insiders, but so many outsiders are attached to it. Shareholders, creditors, bankers, financiers, our even competitors, even our potential investors, so many parties are involved with or they are having connection to the company. So to communicate information of the company, that is also the objective of financial statement. Very, very important. What is? It reflects or true and fair financial view. Financial performance, financial position can be known to comply with the legal requirements also. Okay. Then to communicate financial information of the company to various interested parties. So in this way, we have come to know about the objective. So simple. We are moving on with the question. We have understood how it is prepared, why it is prepared. Please let me again remind you, there is no deduction in this chapter. 100% syllabus is covered in this, or full chapter is there. Now, let us come to the most important topic of this chapter we will take up. That is, first we are just trying to understand what? Balance sheet. Once again, what we are trying to understand? Balance sheet. See, vertical form. This way, vertical form. हम पहले जो बैलेंस शीट बनाते थे उसमें दो साइड्स होते थे, ये कैपिटल लायबिलिटी साइड एंड एसेट. लेट मी जस्ट जनरलाइज एंड शो इट टू यू. इस तरह से दो साइडेड होती थी हॉरिजॉन्टल बैलेंस शीट. ये कैपिटल लायबिलिटी साइड होता था, ये एसेट साइड होता था. एसेट में पहले फिक्स एसेट्स, फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, फिर करंट एसेट्स. उसमें भी पहले स्टॉक लिखते थे, डेप्टर्स लिखते थे, कैश बैंक लिखते थे. इस तरह से हम लोग मेंशन करते थे. और याद है यहाँ पे कैपिटल्स वी वर राइटिंग, partnership, even reserves and surpluses, even sole proprietor you have done this, long term liabilities, current liabilities. ये दो parts में चले horizontal. But as per schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013, company final accounts are acceptable in which form? Vertical form. So we will understand this vertical form of working with this. So balance sheet. Balance sheet, you will normally write here name of the company, balance sheet as at last date of the year, as at. Format so simple, कुछ उसमें है ही नहीं format में. Particulars, note number and as at date rupees. Okay, so simple format it is. Okay, now let me tell you what is it. It is we can say 20 pointer format. 20 pointer format. कितना pointer है? 20 pointer format. And please see to it, we first are looking into only, ऐसे समझो एक side. Which side? Equity liability side of balance sheet. कौन सी side? Equity या capital side बोलते थे ना आप. Equity liability side. वहां पे भी याद है आपको, पहले क्या लिखते थे हम? Capital, फिर लिखते थे reserves and surpluses, फिर लिखते थे current liability, नहीं long term liabilities, फिर current liabilities. Here some same topics are there. If अगर आपको वो ध्यान है तो ये main heads. I mean to say the total balance sheet, full जो complete balance sheet है, horizontal balance sheet, it is divided into two parts, two main heads. First main head of balance sheet, जो vertical balance sheet है, उसमें दो main heads हैं. First main head is equity and liabilities. First main head is this. And at the same time, second main head of this is very clearly given to you as assets. Okay. First main head is equity and liability. Second main head is known as asset. तो ये आपको जानना है. Balance sheet runs with some headings. These are known as main heads. कौन से heads हैं ये? Main. Once again, two main heads. Okay. Equity and liabilities, and second main head is asset. Within this, there are subheads. Subheads, as I told you, अगर हम capital side को observe करते हैं, पहले भी हम जैसे करते थे, अगर आप horizontal को देखें तो हम लिखते थे पहले capital, फिर reserves and surpluses, फिर long term liabilities and then current liabilities. Same here, but these heads will be having some own focus. ये subheads हैं. Let us check it out in this main head. Within this, on equity and liability side, there are three 1, 2, 3. How many? It is subdivided into 3. This first one is known as shareholders fund. Instead of capital only we will write shareholders funds. Okay, within this there are two categories. So simple it is: share capital and reserves and surpluses. ये दोनों शेयर होल्डर की चीजें हैं तो उसके अंदर दिखाई जाती हैं. नेक्स्ट हेड इज नॉन करंट लायबिलिटी. ओके, नॉन करंट, दिस आर नोन एज बैलेंस शीट हेड्स. ये दो हमने बैलेंस शीट के हेड देखे. These are known as main heads. These are known as sub heads. So non-current liabilities, and then comes current liability. Please make it sure. It is very convenient for you to understand. इसमें 3 ही हैं. कौन से हैं? First one is shareholders fund. After shareholders fund, main head non-current liability, and then current liability. These are main heads of balance sheet head, equity, liability. So let us go this way. Now you are bit comfortable with it. So let us go for the marking and the proper way understanding it. Ready all of you? So this is balance sheet head. कौन सा है balance sheet head? Equity and liability. Equity and liabilities. After this, this is known as which head? This is known as balance sheet head. Balance sheet head. Now, within balance sheet head, there are 3 main heads. ये 3 main heads हैं. One is shareholders fund, non-current liability, current liability. Simple. Okay? Shareholders fund, non-current liability, current liability. Okay. Let us move on. Now, within this which are there, they are known as subheads. इनको बोलते हैं subheads. क्या बोलते हैं? Subheads. So in all here 9 subheads are there. इनके अंदर 9. देखो यहाँ पे मार्किंग नोट्स. फर्स्ट, ये तो इजी है. शेयर होल्डर का क्या? शेयर कैपिटल और रिजर्व के पैसे अगर रिजर्व में नहीं होते तो शेयर होल्डर को एक्सेस ऑफ प्रॉफिट इट इज. सो 1 and 2, share capital, reserves and surplus. Within non-current, you can long-term borrowings, other long-term liabilities. These are borrowings. These are liabilities. And then long-term provisions. Borrowings, liabilities and provisions. See how to keep it in mind. If अगर short form अगर इसको आपको याद rखना है, so very easy. आप याद कर सकते हैं. वैसे भी याद रह जाता है, नहीं भी याद रखता है तो LOL करके याद रख सकते हैं आप इसको. LOL with the non-current liability, LOL. Okay, 3, 4, 5 याद रहेगा. Long-term borrowings, other long-term liabilities and long-term provisions. Borrowings, liabilities and provisions. Okay, so this way LOL you can long-term borrowings, other long-term liabilities and then long-term provisions. This way you are supposed to go. These are 3 subheads of non-current. 3, 4, 5 in sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us go for next 6, 7, 8, 9. Current कौन से है? Short term borrowings. Okay. Trade payable बीच में आएगा. बस ये long term borrowing याद है तो बस short term borrowing. Trade payable एक बीच में आता है. And this trade payable includes debtors plus, creditors. Payables है ना? Creditors plus bills payable. ये सिंपल सा, ये याद रखना है आपको कि शॉर्ट टर्म बोरोइंग्स फॉर लाइबिलिटीज और प्रोविजंस, अदर करंट लाइबिलिटीज एंड शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजंस. एक भी याद है तो दूसरा इतना सिंपल है और पूरा फॉर्मेट बाय हार्ट होना चाहिए. सो लेट अस रिवाइज. शॉर्ट टर्म बोरोइंग्स, ट्रेड पेएबल्स, अदर करंट लाइबिलिटीज, शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजंस. सो इस कम्स टू एस्टॉस. आपको याद शॉर्ट फॉर्म में याद रखना है तो एस्टॉस. फिर से करें. Short-term borrowings, trade payables, other current liabilities and short-term provisions. Okay. Borrowings, liabilities, provisions. Okay. That way also you can write or you can keep in mind. So simple. We have covered now only first main head of balance sheet, equity and liability. Okay. Main heads कौन से हैं? Shareholders fund, non-current liability, current liability. So non-current means long term और ये short term. So let us go for it. इसमें याद है आपको share capital, reserves and सब, LOL, long term borrowing, other long term liabilities, long term provisions. Okay. Here Estos, okay, short term borrowings, trade payables, other current liabilities and short term provisions. Okay, this covers our what? One main head. Let us go to second main head. Of course हमको पता है second main head है कौन सा? Second main head है हमारा assets. Okay, which is it? Assets. Second main head. Within this, just two main heads are there. खाली दो ही हैं. इन्हीं दो में पूरे बाकी के 11, 10 से लेके 20 कवर हो जाएंगे सब हेड्स. सो फर्स्ट इज नॉन करंट एसेट. नॉन करंट और करंट. नॉन करंट मीन्स लॉन्ग टर्म एसेट, करंट मीन्स शॉर्ट टर्म एसेट. बस एसेट्स आर सब डिवाइडेड इनटू टू मेन. Assets are subdivided into two main heads, non-current assets and current assets. Okay. Now let us go for subheadings. Subheadings में याद ही है आपको, पहले भी अपन फिक्स एसेट्स लिखते हैं. या फिक्स में सबडिवाइडेड, tangible, intangible. Number 10, number 11. So simple. Then non-current investment. पता ही है फिक्स एसेट के बाद इन्वेस्टमेंट आता था उधर भी, तो अभी भी याद रखना है. non-current investment बोलेंगे तो लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, फिर लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस एंड अदर नॉन करंट एसेट्स. शॉर्ट फॉर्म में याद रखना है तो FNLO. व्हाट इज इट? FNLO. FNLO, फिक्स एसेट्स, नॉन करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट, लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस, अदर नॉन करंट एसेट, अदर नॉन करंट एसेट्स. राइट. वंस अगेन FNLO से याद कर सकते हैं फिक्स एसेट्स, non-current investment, long-term loans and advances and other non-current assets. See 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This way it goes to. Why 10, 11, 2 are there? Because fixed assets are divided into two. Tangible, intangible. Tangible and intangible. दो आते हैं इसीलिए. और फिर current वाले. So simple. If you can here had same. पहले तो इन्वेस्टमेंट लेकिन जो विद इन 12 months. प्लीज सी टू इट दिस कंसेप्ट आई एम गोइंग टू टेक इन डिटेल ऑल्सो. करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट 12 month के अंदर वाले. बाकी तो याद है अपन को स्टॉक, डेप्टर्स, कैश तो याद रखता है. अगर आपको हॉरिजॉन्टल, इफ यू नो हॉरिजॉन्टल बैलेंस शीट, इट इज सो सिंपल बेटा, वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. नॉन करंट के इन्वेस्टमेंट्स ऊपर आएंगे तो करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, inventories relating to stock, then trade receivables relating to debtors and bills receivable, cash and other equivalents of cash comes down here, then short term loans and advances and other current assets repeat होते हैं. In short, if you want to keep it mind, then sit as CIT CSO. Okay, CIT CSO, current investment, inventories, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances, and here other current assets. So simple. ये FNLO भी याद रहता है तो बहुत इजी हो जाता है. ये तो रिपीट ही हो रहे हैं, ये सब रिपीट हो रहे हैं. बाकी आपको तो पता है हम हॉरिजॉन्टल फॉर्म में भी बैलेंस शीट में जब करंट एसेट्स आप लिखते थे, आपको याद है जब आप करंट एसेट्स लिखते थे, करंट एसेट में सबसे पहले हम लोग क्या लिख देते थे? स्टॉक. ठीक है ना. इसके बाद नॉर्मली डेप्टर्स आता था, फिर बिल्स रिसीवेबल्स आता था और फिर कैश और ऐसे. तो इन दोनों को मिला के हो जाते हैं ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स. राइट. तो स्टॉक होते हैं इन्वेंटरीज. सो सेम हियर, इन्वेंटरी, ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स, कैश एंड इक्विवेलेंस ऑफ कैश. इस तरह से अगर आप देखें तो इन्वेस्टमेंट में करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट, इन्वेंटरीज, ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स, कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंस, शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस, other current assets. So this way CIT CSO याद रखना है तो FNLO CIT CSO. आपको शॉर्ट फॉर्म से याद रहता है, मुझे तो प्रैक्टिकल व्यू से भी याद रहते हैं. हॉरिजॉन्टल आपको अगर ऐसा कन्वीनियंट लगता है, यू कैन गो फॉर दैट वन. ओके, सो करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट, इन्वेंटरीज, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. This way, this is a 20-pointer balance sheet. Please see two main heads. So one total will be of this side, equity liability side. Another total will be of the asset side here. Single line to block above total, double line to block completely. Same here. So this way, here 20-pointer balance sheet we have done. It doesn't complete here. Why? Because you need to understand even, please, I have given you reference number of textbook. Go and check it out in textbook also. कहाँ पे क्या क्या है, आपको डिटेल्स आनी चाहिए. See, first I am just sharing with you this detail. पहला था ना शेयर कैपिटल. What is included in share capital? Okay, dear students. In next part, we will understand in detail and then go for classification. Thank you.